Hello, my name is Kathyjodiys. Thanks for clicking on my video. Today, I just have one DIY, but, a little story. A sweet subscriber of mine, Miss Kathy Franco, I know some of y'all watch me open her package, and she'd sent me these little chests, and, she was going to make an advent calendar for her grandson, but had a stroke and couldn't do it, and my heart was broken, and she's so sweet. And I said, well, if I had enough of them, I would do it. And a few days later in the mail, there came enough to do an advent calendar. So I made it an advent calendar for her grandson. And, you know, there's such a thing as vainglory. And I don't want it. I don't have it. But she asked me to share. So the only reason I'm sharing this DIY with y'all is because she asked me to. And she said that her grandson would like see the video. So hi Wesley, I hope you like your advent calendar. But that's just a little backstory, so let's get on with the video. Okay, y'all, right here I got 3 of those wood shelves from the Dollar Tree, and I glued them all together. Now originally I had one thing I was going to do, but with those little boxes with the hinges on the back and the latches on the front, I just could not do it. I mean, I tried every design possible till I just had to end up doing what I did. So I would glue them all together, and here I'm just putting down some masking tape to hold them together until they dry. And also, I like having masking tape under my holes while I fill them with wood putty, because that way I know I can push it all the way through and it stops and there's no like spaces. It's hollow, and I mean, I really shove it down in there, you guys, because I want to make sure that, you know, it's full. And then I'm going to run it down these cracks of my sign. Now, right here's the problem with this. My husband knew I was going to do this, and I was down here working, and he comes down and says, close your eyes, I got a surprise for you. Well, he had cut all those, and I had intentions on it. But they're all 13 by 13, and I took on the table saw and cut dado slots in them. And it's 2 1/4 inches wide. Each line was 2 1/4 inches in between, because my little boxes could fit. And so I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to put it all in my little cuts right there. And then, you know, you just place them. Yeah, because I wanted to make sure it was sturdy, and plus I need somewhere to set my little boxes. So right here, I'm going to see how much I'm actually going to need for the back, because obviously I don't need that much now. So I'm just going to mark it. And I took 2 of those signs, those hanging signs from the Dollar Tree, because I couldn't get 2 pieces out of one, so I had to cut 2 of them. And they are 13 1/4 inch. And I'm going to start gluing them to my little cubes there. Yeah, and I had that piece that I made the little squares I love was actually an old dresser drawer. You know, the bottom of the drawer? I've used the wood for other things, but that piece was thin, and I was like, I got to keep that for some reason. Well, this is the reason. So it's part of a dresser drawer. And after I glue them together, I'm just going to take masking tape and put it on them to hold it together until it dries, because I don't have a clamp long enough to do that. Well, the one I do have would literally crush it. So anyway, just going to wood glue them all together. And then I'm going to take this sign here from the Dollar Tree. It's supposed to be 12 by 12. But I'm going to lay it down there, and I've already marked it, but I'm just looking to find the center to make sure that I got it center. Anyway, and then I'm going to take my knife here, and I'm going to score it several times until I cut through it. And then I'm going to flip it to the other side, and I'm going to mark it there and just start, well, maybe I don't. Maybe I just start scoring the other side, because I wanted to make it thick. And I'm going to take and sand it down and make sure I have it as even as possible, because I can do stuff pretty wonky sometimes, y'all. Y'all know this. Anyway, for all y'all watch me. And then for some reason, I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to lay my little house down there, and I'm going to mark it with my pencil and take it out and cut that piece off the table saw. And then I'm going to take wood glue and put it everywhere. I mean, everywhere, all over this thing. It is a mess. Look at that. Looks like I'm putting icing on some hot cinnamon buns. Anyway, and then I'm going to put my back on. Now, it is a little bit short, but that's okay. That's what I wanted. Because I'm going to see that little wood dowel I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to piece it together, cut off another piece that's long enough. And yeah, because I wanted somewhere to set my roof. Well, after I set it there, I didn't calculate that in, so I had to put that piece on. But I'm just going to clamp it together here and let it set for a second where it dries a little bit. And then I'm going to take my 2 pieces of my roof, and I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to wood glue them together. I just dumped it out, y'all. I'm just going to take a brush and brush it all over it. And then I'm going to clamp those 2 together. Yeah, and just clean off all the wood glue that squeezed out of it. And then, okay, clamp it together. Kathyjodiys, you got it. Okay, and after I let it set for a bit and dry, now I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to put it up against, put it on my peak there and on my house, and I'm going to set it back up against that little wood dowel, so that'll help hold that up. And then I take and put, I'm just cleaning up the wood glue again too, but I don't care to get wood glue all over it because I know I'm not going to be staining it. And then I take another dowel rod. It's a square dowel. It's a bit longer, and I'm going to run it across the front of the house here. But I cut the ends at a 45-degree angle to match the peak of the house in the back. Y'all see? Okay, y'all see? Anyway, and I'm just going to clamp it into place. As soon as you put them clamps on there, it can move, y'all. So double check it after you clamp it. I want to make sure y'all saw that. So anyway, all right, after we get it clamped, now I'm going to take the wood glue and run it up the peaks and down the side of the little house, because I'm going to take these little smaller hanging signs from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to make that my roof. Yeah. And yeah, I forgot to fill the holes. But what I do is overlap it. I don't put them end to end. I put one up under the other. Yeah, see how I don't know. It's not very good. It's kind of blurry, but one's up under the other one instead of them laying, of course. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So, anyway, there it is. And then I'm going to take wood glue and put it up through there just to help secure it, because I'm wood glue crazy. I am. I use a bottle and a half of that Dollar Tree wood glue, y'all. Seriously. And I like filling cracks with it. Sometimes instead of wood putty. I know. But that was given to me, and it was supposed to be a table runner. I have no idea what it is, but it looked like roofing shingle to me. And I'm like, dude, I got that stuff that was given to me that looks like roofing shingle. I'll use it. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's all shiny. It was for Christmas and stuff anyway. And I'm just going to cut it down to see how much I need. I'm going to take, and I left a bit longer because I'm going to fold it up underneath those eaves. And I'm just taking Aleene's tacky glue. And y'all, I covered this thing. I am serious. But I made sure, first of all, I got that pink down real good. I want it to stay. But I socked that stuff to it. And, of course, I just used my finger to rub it in. And press it down really, really, really good. I ran my hand over it multiple times after this. And, of course, clamped it down. Anyway. But I'm going to cut where the eave is. I'm going to cut it like straight across so I can fold. I'm going to end up folding it up, and I'll show y'all here in a minute what I'm doing better. But see where I'm cutting? I had to cut it where those dowel rods stuck up in the back, but I'm going to sand those down later and sand them off. I wish I would have done it beforehand, but I didn't. This is my first time ever making an advent calendar, you guys. Ever. But I'm going to take those flat bamboo skewers we get from, these ones are from the Ugly Truth Gals, and I'm going to run them across my, just to make it look better. Now, I was going to do it up and down, but I didn't want anything to block my boxes. You're going to have to lay those completely, like, even with the inside of those little cubbies. And no one's ever going to make this, but I'm just saying because you got to be able to pull your boxes out. And then I put 2 of them at the top there. Yes. And I cut those ends at a 45-degree angle. Well, I marked it and cut it at the angle my roof was, so who knows what angle it was, but it's even. That's all that matters. And every ounce of this thing is put together with wood glue or Aleene's tacky glue. But I'm just going to take that piece that I had left over, and I'm going to put it on the back of my roof there. We want it to look nice, you know, and I don't want it to fall apart. And Wesley, I hope you like this. But I'm just going to take my knife. Look, I ran my blade across that several times, and you couldn't cut it all the way through. I had to end up cutting it with my scissors. But I'm just going to take Aleene's and glue that on, and I just run my scissors there just to press it down in that glue real good to make sure it sticks. And then, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm going to run my blade down through there and cut off the excess. And I don't know how I ended up getting that off, you guys. But I'm going to take my A-lines and run up the edge here, and I'm going to glue that part of my roof to the back of my roof. The shingle-y stuff, the Christmas shingles. Anyway, and I take my little spatula there and I just run it, like, press it down really hard to make sure that I did use the hot glue right there. I used the A-lines up under and then hot glue to tack it down right away. And then I put A-lines down the front there, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tack it up under there, but I had to clip it like crazy because I left it way too short. If I ever did it again, I'd leave it longer. Now, here's where I cut it straight across there and then up. I'm going to cut the square out of it because we're going to tuck that back piece with A-lines up under it, and then I'm going to tuck that end piece up under it. Yeah, that way it looks clean, and, you know, we just finish it off there. And I just put clamps, scratch my hand a minute, and then put clamps all over it. And going to do the same thing to this side in case you didn't see the other side. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Okay, now, I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. It's been a minute. I'm going to remove the clamps, and then I'm going to make funny faces, and, oh, I'm going to take and, like, not frame out exactly, oh my gosh, but, take those flat bamboo skewers. Oh my gosh, look at these faces I make. Oh, that ought to be enough to get me kicked off YouTube. But anyway, I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to glue those on, and then I marked them, you guys. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I am so sorry. My editing skills are the worst. Y'all know this. But, oh my goodness. I'm going to go uber slow. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably talking to myself. Anyway, oh my gosh, and the faces. Anyway, see, and then when I cut those ends off, that little piece fit perfect in there. And, well, I was excited about it. And I'm going to wood glue across through there, and I'm just going to do it all the way around. See, I'm framing out, like, not framing, I'm trimming out the entire little house. Yeah. Okay. I got that out of the way. I can't breathe now. I'm exhausted. Oh, my goodness, maybe, y'all. We might be here forever just doing this. I don't know why I had to show you each and every little piece, but I was falling asleep. Every time I edit, I fall asleep, you guys. But anyway, because it's uber boring. But I'm just going to take masking tape and take that down and hold down on because I couldn't clamp that side right there. Just make sure it's straight when you do that because you can put that tape on and it move. Okay. Yeah, and do that side. Gee whiz. And then I'm going to put a piece down the front corner there. And, of course, just mark it off. Make sure. Now, I know I've got a lot of... How many do I have there? 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36 boxes, and I know you only need 24. Some people do 25, and I made a 25th box just in case that you could sit in the top of it, and forgot to send it. Anyway, so I obviously just do that all over my entire house, and apparently show y'all each and every bit of it. And this video would have been a lot shorter had I not. But I'm just removing the tape there, and now I'm putting pieces on the back of it. But that one, I cut one of those things in half. I know, right? Crazy. Because I'm going to put it on the bottom. Because, again, I don't want it to cover up my little cubby. But I also don't want it dragging, making the house not set even. I was going to put feet on it, and I decided not. Now, right here, I'm going to make a little cubby to put little pieces in. I know, right? That's because I'm crazy. And I just cut those little pieces down. But I'm going to make sure I mark them and get it as straight as I can. And trying to cut it like, yeah. Like sidewise. Anyway, yeah, y'all just watch me. It's probably better. But I think I ended up cutting about 1 inch off that. That was another piece that, of that dresser. So, anyway, and then all you gotta do is pop it in there. And I was going to put hinges on it, but it's like I really didn't have enough room. And I could have put them on the inside now that I think about it. But anyway, now I'm going to take the piece and I'm going to take these flat bamboo skewers. And I'm going to, I'm just taping them there so they'll hold still for me and stay as close together as possible. And I'm going to take Aileen's tacky glue and I'm going to glue it to those bamboo skewers. What is up with my tongue hanging out all the time? Anyway, and then I'm just going to, I just take that off, I think, and just let that dry. Just set some weight on it and let it dry. But anyway, and then I'm going to take these 6 little blocks. Thank goodness his name's Wesley. Because I thought, oh, if they have she has more grandbabies, she can just add their names to their blocks too. And whoever's day it is to take the candy out, you just flip the blocks. And I got to thinking, after it was done, I was like, who says the kid will even have 6 letters in its name? I mean, it might be named supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and that's not going to fit on them blocks. Sorry, Kathy. Anyway, I take these little tiny numbers and letters, and I take one of my markers, and I paint each and every one of them, or color each and every one of those. And then I take 25 little white squares, thanks to Miss Valerie Allison, and I paint them white. And then there's our little boxes, and I got these little stickers or they're window clings from Amazon. And I'm going to put one on top of every box. And there's one. I found a little Grinch bulb. And I put it in the 25th one. That was supposed to go to him. It never made it. But I'm just putting everything on here with polyacrylic. Because I want to seal the boxes anyway. So, excuse me. I just put some polyacrylic down. Put the little window cling down. And then covered again polyacrylic. And then I give it a light sanding. And I end up giving these 4 coats of polyacrylic. But I forgot to seal the inside of the boxes. So, Kathy, if you could get someone in the inside of the cubbies, to make, because you don't want that paint to get scuffed off. If you could get somebody to seal that, because I'm sorry, because I was trying to get it done for you, and I was, like, in a hurry. I did this in, like, 2 days. So, yeah. Anyway, so, but when I say 2 days, I mean 16-hour days. So I'm going to take wood glue and I'm going to put it on the bottom half of those little squares, and I'm going to glue them down to my little crate things. And then on my little letters and numbers that I colored with a marker, I how did I get those on there? Oh, I use polyacrylic also to stick my little letters on, my little numbers on there. It was just easier. So, anyway, and then I'm going to, first I put that Santa Claus in there. He was the one I put on my mailbox, if y'all saw that. And then I was like, no, I don't know. I just don't know. I didn't know what to do. So, I end up, sanding him out of there, then plucking him up out of there very carefully with a razor blade, and sanded it all down and redoing everything, and then you'll see what I do. But I just marked these down to how short I need them. I just took one of those pieces that sign left over and laid it there to give me space. And then, I'm going to take 2 pieces, little Velcro, sticky things, and I'm going to put fasten my lights to the back of it, and I just run it up underneath that eave. I was going to drill a hole in it, but it worked out to where the extra cord on those lights before the lights started. The light started right soon as I got it up in that peak area. And I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue and I'm going to tack these lights down all the way down through there and up and back down again. And I apparently lost some footage, but here it is. I took that little nativity from the Dollar Tree and set it up in top there. And, aw, ain't it cute? And see, that's what I didn't show, but here I'll show you. You just have to pop it off, and it fits right back up in there perfect. Well, I'm trying, there we go. Doing it with one hand, but I think it's adorable. Y'all let me know what you think. Like I said, I have never ever, there's look at them. They're so cute. I love them. Anyway, I hope you like this, Wesley. I hope you like it, Kathy. But, Merry Christmas, you guys. I love and appreciate each and every one of you all. And, I hope y'all like this. And if anybody wants the measurements, please let me know. And it might be 10 years before I get back to you. But you guys need to know how much you are appreciated by me. I cannot express enough. Without y'all, there is no me. And I have said that for 4 years now. And I mean it, because if y'all didn't come back every week to watch my videos, of course, I wouldn't be doing this channel. And I just pray again that you guys just have a very, very blessed Christmas. And I'm going to have a couple more Christmas videos, I think. But I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you later. And bye.